Welcome back to the Ravens podcast, Ravens Lounge.
Ravens Lounge,
you know what I'm saying? You know,
week
I'm
2.
Harvey Wall.
Chris Jones.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, week 2. Let's get into it, man. How'd you feel? How you feel?
So look, last week I predicted an L. I said an L, but I thought it was gonna be a close game, like 21-19, something like that. Nobody saw this coming.
I mean, it was a close game.
It was a close game, but not
at the end.
It wasn't even supposed to be a close game.
But yeah. So
yeah, you gonna get into it.
Yeah, bring back them notes, man.
So it's just to start with the offense. You know, let's keep it positive. Start with the offense. Lamar, 3 touchdowns. Look good.
Look amazing.
Like, I like Lamar passing. The last 2 weeks, he passing the ball.
Yes, he is.
And we haven't seen that, you know, in the later seasons because he always feel like he got run.
Right.
And, you know, without a run game being our top, you know, peak, you know what I'm saying, we got guys coming back. But
I definitely got to talk about that run game when we get a chance.
He doing his thing. Like, if we just put it all on Lamar and tell him to go throw, he's doing it. And I appreciate that because we ain't had that before. It's another element to the game.
How about
our offense.
You know, offense, like you said, like that the passing game is on point. Lamar Jackson, you know what I mean, running down the field.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Broke a big one.
You know, what they say, the marvelous.
Marvelous.
You know what I mean? We saw it.
Sir.
We saw it. Like,
marvelous.
Howard was not catching that man. Like, and he wasn't running full speed.
I don't even think, he was playing with him. Like, he like, back like
he wasn't running full speed. None of that,
man. You can't catch that.
What else we got?
Well, wait. Just to kick off, it was like what, 7 seconds in the game.
Oh yeah, Duvernay. Shout out to Duvernay.
Oh my God!
I'm like, as soon as I say that, I'm like, oh, all right, we got the game. Like, this the game right here.
House start, coast to coast. As they say.
What's that? 103, 104?
I think it was 106. Let me see.
Oh, it was longer than that.
Yeah, it was very long.
Gee.
Pause. We in the lounge.
103.
103.
103.
Cool. 103.
So the running game, man. Weaknesses. Like, what's going on?
It's a new it's a new core. Like, the running back core is new. You know, we don't have none of the guys from last year except for Justice Hill. But yeah, you know, it's not rolling.
Is it the line?
Consistency. I think it's the line.
Or is it the backs?
Could be a combination of both, because the backs don't really know the system like that. Yeah. Like, they're all new. So
I caught the press conference today, you know what I'm saying, with John Harbaugh, and he told me, he not told me, you know what I'm saying, but he said, in the press, like, in the conference, like, he's like, you know, it's the backs. He didn't name the line.
Oh, he said the backs.
Yeah, he said, you know,
they're not
the running backs got to run. Like, they got to run better.
Well,
and we got to coach better.
There you have it.
But he ain't said nothing about the line, so.
Because I gave the line the benefit of the doubt, because, like, they're moving all over the place. Like, they're not playing their, you know, original positions. But, you know, if they are pushing it, then they just not making no holes. They not.
I don't know, Harbaugh. I think you might have to look at Justice Hill, man. Like, I feel like he was the most productive.
He was already there.
Out of everybody, he only had 3 carries, but you know what I'm saying. Like, he had 16 yards. You know what I'm saying, off those 3, and
he moving the rock.
Yeah. So, like, Drake, he had 6 carries, only 8 yards. Who else?
6.
Davis, 5 carries for only 4. You know what I mean? I don't know. We might have to look at Hill, man.
Hill might have to be the number 1 guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Going forward until JK can get it right.
Right.
Gus is gone. Yeah, man. So other than that, special teams. Justin Tucker had one kick, 51 yards. It was good. And we'll get to that in a little bit on why I feel like it shouldn't have been that. Should have scored.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about this defense, man. How we just
defense looked amazing. You know what I mean?
3 quarters.
I know we got the, you know, talk about the X factor. You know what I'm saying, as far as on our defense. Marcus Williams, you know, got to give him the award for that.
Two games back to back.
Back to back with the interceptions. You know what I'm saying? You know, completely stopping their drive, their momentum. Secondly, you know what I mean, he was the top tackler again on the defense.
It's like, you can't do it all.
He can't do it all. He is doing it all.
That's crazy. And some parts of the game, I feel like the corners, especially in the 4th quarter, the corners were like looking back for safety help and not focus on their man. So, like, people like that Tyreek play,
Yeah.
He just walked right past him because he worried about, oh, you got him, You ain't got your man.
So I feel like two keys as far as like the weaknesses on defense. It would have to go to. I hate to point him out, but I feel like it has to go to Kyle Hamilton. I feel like the times that it was super deep. Pause.
He went back deep enough.
Yeah, like the times it was like, you know what I mean, like those deep passes. Yeah. It was like, you know, this was Kyle Hamilton that was supposed to be over the top. Like where you were at, you know what I'm saying, and you can see, you know, them having the conversation, you know, like that argument,
be in your space, in your zone.
And the second thing I would have to say is pass rush,
lack of.
Like, you know, we had no containment.
Last week, looked great.
Yeah,
interior, they was getting in there, made a BK. Everybody was working on it.
I didn't see Meta BK one time.
This week, I was like, well, what is happening to our defense?
So was he on the field?
For a couple series, but like he wasn't in there. That's why I said, did they change their approach?
Right.
Going into this week, whatever it was, don't do it again.
Yeah,
that did not work.
So I mean, it's showing 2 tackles, but I didn't see him at all. I didn't see him at all.
There was no pressure, man. No interior, no pass rush. OA was nowhere to be found.
You know, shout out to Justin Houston. He was the only one that was able to get
2 sacks.
Sack.
Jay Armour.
Yeah, Jalen Lamar Davis.
Yeah.
So yeah, defense looked okay.
3 quarters, they were solid.
And then I'm not really sure.
I think they just ran out of gas, so they changed this. I think the Dolphins saw what they were doing, and it was like, oh, if y'all gonna keep doing this,
let's talk about
we're gonna switch it up.
What was the breakdown for you?
For me, I feel like those first 3 quarters, the defense they were stopping everything, short pass, run game, long ball, and they became content. And once you sit in that pocket, and Tua, I don't know, I guess he started seeing zones, started seeing different holes and stuff, and he started ripping us apart. And I'm just like, and they stayed lax. They stayed like, all right, you know, we ain't gonna make, you know, we're not gonna hustle to the ball.
Right.
We're not making the cuts and jump cuts for interceptions. Like, they just look stagnant. I was just like, oh, what's happening? Like, they gave away the game.
I didn't feel like it was coverage anymore. It seemed like it was a lot of open people.
Yeah, like the zones was just like, I'm over here, you over here.
But they were only rushing
the dude in the middle.
3
people.
So it was like, where, you know, where's everybody at?
I just don't know how it fell apart. And going from doing what you was doing, how y'all started, to how y'all finished in the 4th, it was just like totally different.
You feel like Kyle Hamilton should more play up and let
Marcus
and Clark. You feel like, you know, Clark should stay back.
Like more nickel. Yeah. Because to give him that much responsibility, all that back there, you know what I mean, and you got these deep threats with your Hill and Waddle and all them, like, that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
It's your 2nd week in the NFL. Man, and I don't think he was that big stage was there and he wasn't ready yet.
Right.
He wasn't ready. And that's fine. It's good exposure. You go watch that film and work and focus, because you got exposed.
Man.
You got exposed. But yeah, shout out to the Dolphins, man. They came back. They did their thing. It shouldn't have, like, 21 points. And in the 4th, I think it was like 9 minutes remaining, and they made it back up. And I was just like, this is ridiculous.
So my breakdown as far as that fourth quarter, you know what I mean, we had early on, we went forward on 4th down, and we didn't get in. I was like, you know, that's going to bite us.
They might bite us in the long run.
Which it did. Also, Harbaugh, you know, is still trying to be aggressive Harbaugh, and I feel like we haven't learned anything from last year.
Yeah.
Like 4th quarter, 4th down, like, go ahead, punt the ball. There's no need to be like that aggressive. Punt the ball or take the points. You know,
in field goal range. Yeah, you got the best kicker. Like, come on, man.
I feel like our defense was solid when the other team had a long field.
Right. Right.
But we were giving them short yards.
That's what I'm saying. Every possession they had was 50 and closer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, back against the wall, you know what I mean? They're just going to nickel and dime us and chop us up.
But that brings us back to that running game. Like the running game, is what helps sustain drives.
Man, time of possession.
Yeah.
Time of possession.
Like
they could have ate that clock up.
Yeah.
And because this is what I'm telling people. I'm out at the bar, and I'm telling people around me. I said, with 3 minutes left in the fourth, run the rock 19 times. I don't care what you do. And then Justin Tucker kicked the field goal. Game over. That's not what they did. They went down there and kicked the field goal with 2:12 left, and I'm just like, they got 2 timeouts.
This game was the most upsetting, more so because of how perfect we played.
That's what I'm saying. And
special teams, all that. Going down the field,
all across the board.
We had a 10-minute possession.
Yeah.
10 minutes. Like you only do that on Madden. Like you can't do that in real life. 10-minute possession.
Yeah.
Like what I mean. Like they couldn't get on the field. They was sidelined for like 15 minutes. Boom. Go. We go into the half. We're up. Go to the third quarter. We're up. Fourth quarter come. Like no running game. So it's like it was. I don't know. It was super disappointing watching this game. It was so many highs for such a letdown.
Yeah. I mean, the city was. Yeah. It was just a lot to deal with. But yeah, moving forward, we got the Patriots coming up next. What's your thoughts about the Patriots going up to Foxborough?
Going up to Foxborough, once upon a time, I used to, be afraid of Coach, but now.
Was it Coach or was it TV?
Nah, it was Coach. Like I feel like that man just knows everybody's team in and out.
I feel like Tom Brady on any team, they can be Pop Warner. That team going to the Super Bowl.
But
I don't feel like they're as good now. Like the offensive mind is there and defense. He's pretty good. Got solid defense. But I'm not scared to play them anymore.
Not at all.
What I mean?
I feel like we're gonna go up there. I feel like we're gonna go up there and take care of business. Yeah, for sure.
We're definitely gonna have
that's not even a worry. Is that Mac Jones? That's the quarterback, right?
Yeah,
Mac Jones.
Man,
he's not mobile. So I'm sure that our line is going to eat.
And we got to redeem ourselves. We got to pass rushers. We got to get to them.
I think Marcus Peters is coming back officially next week. So that's going to be good for him.
And speaking of, we did have a couple injuries.
So I saw Pepe. I saw him go down, but he walked off.
In the end zone.
He walked off on his own. I didn't see anything, no reports or anything like that. That he was, it's anything crazy. But I think we're good with Pepe. I think
somebody else had an ankle injury.
So yeah, somebody else had an ankle injury, and that was.
Here we go.
I got you. Well, we can talk about John Ross. He had a foot injury, so he's on injured reserve. I think that he'll be back 7 weeks, or week 7, something like that.
7.
He's either out for 7 weeks or he'll be back week 7. I can't remember how that all works.
Gotcha.
And then we got Stephen Means.
Who
has Achilles injury.
Yeah.
So he's going to be out for the remainder of the year. He's going to be out for the rest of the year.
Tough.
And
stuff like that.
He wasn't on the active roster. He was on the practice squad, but the way the loopholes are, you can keep calling people up.
Yep, bring him up.
And I feel like he was a huge help because we only have Adafe Owe and Justin Houston on the active roster as far as outside linebacker, as far as the pressure. Dalen Hayes, I think, was cut. Was he practice squad?
Practice squad.
We still got Bowser, trying to make his way back. We still got Ajabo trying to make his way back. So we don't even know what that'll look like. When they're back.
Ajabo, I'm excited about.
You excited?
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Mr. Chabo, come on with it.
I mean, like, you know, it's potential there.
Yeah.
But I mean,
they say look, you know, they said he's getting healthier and on the right track to come back. I think what, week 8?
Okay.
Something like that.
I know it's like near the tail end of the season.
Yeah, maybe 10 or something like that. But if he can play, that'd be even better for us. But right now we need the guys on the field to handle their business. And that's just it. Again, I feel like we go to the Patriots, we handle our business, and yeah, we get that week 3 win.
I see you got on here that we contain Hill, Tyreek Hill. Did we contain him?
For the most part. I mean, he didn't get off. He didn't have like 5 touchdowns or nothing like that. But like the 2 that he had, one was like a a little slant route, and like you can't.
So
he gonna get off.
Like we did an amazing job containing Tyreek Hill, but he wasn't the problem. Waddle was the Dolphins offense. Waddle was the Dolphins offense, and like, you know what I mean, that man, he's nice.
When you don't game plan for somebody and they just break out, you're just like, who got you?
So I'm nervous about these wide receiver screens, because we were not doing well covering
killed
those
us with the screens.
Covering those like at all.
They killed us with the screens. That was like 90% of how they came back.
So I feel like like that's kind of what's going to happen next week. I think they're going to be doing those wide receiver screens. I think they can see, you know what I mean, that we not prepared for that.
Yeah. And like I said, hit that film room and readjust. Get your what's his name? McDaniel.
Yeah, McDonald. Mike McDonald.
Figure it out, man. The screens killed us. So you can get on top of that. Feel like we can slow them down. Like the jet sweeps and all that stuff like that. Like just, I don't know.
Pressure, man.
You recognize it, just go ahead and jump on it, because to be up 35-14.
Yeah, it looks so good, man.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, we cruising.
Yeah.
For a quarter. That was 2-score lead. And then not going to dwell on it. We all seen it. We all know what happened. These are just our post-game thoughts.
But look, tune in with us next week.
Yeah.
For our recap against the Patriots.
Yeah, man.
I'm Harvey Wall.
Chris Jones.
You know what I mean? And this is the Ravens Lounge. Holla.
Peace.